Hey there, YouTube. This is Steve TV on Stellaris, a Paradox interactive game. Now, about a week ago, I had made a video on Stellaris, and while well received and watched by many, I felt the production level was far too low, below my standards, as well as the length of the video was not able to reach as many people as I had wanted to, and to be able to get that information out there. So what I decided to do was make several videos to be watched in sequence, in the hope that this would actually inform people far more about this great game. So let's get into it, shall we? In order to start the game, we're going to want to hit this new game button here on the bottom left. This is going to ask you to pick an empire. There's going to be a lot of information here, many choices, and there will be more choices as you go on. But to start here, as a real base tutorial, I would strongly suggest picking the United Nations of Earth. It's going to be the most human experience that you'll have. So then you're going to want to hit the select button. Next up we have game details, which essentially will tell us how big do we want the universe to be. So first off, we have to pick how many stars we want. So there's a teeny amount, small, medium, large, or huge. For this tutorial, we're going to go with the teeny one. And then galaxy shape. So essentially, how does the galaxy look in the universe? There's elliptical, which is more of like a fan, or a ring, where it's just a big, ring around the center of it. So we're going to go with elliptical. AI empires is essentially who is going to be your competition in the world. I usually go with what's the recommended amount, so it will change based on how large the galaxy size is. And again, with the galaxy size, it's not so much the difficulty level. I mean, granted, it will be harder to keep going if you have a lot more competition. But essentially, it's more about how long do you want the game to be. So with a huge one, you get 29 AI empires, whereas in a teeny one, you only get 2. So that's just kind of how that goes. Difficulty, it's pretty self-explanatory: normal, hard, insane. And the Ftl method, I find an interesting feature. Essentially, what this is asking is, do you want to have it where so anybody can have any type of faster than light travel? Or do you want everyone to have warp travel? Do you want everyone to have hyperdrive travel? Or do you want everyone to have wormhole travel? This is pretty preference based, so it's kind of, that's just how it is. Ironman mode. So in Ironman mode, you're gonna have to deal with that you can't put any console cheats in. You're also not able to save regularly. It's just you get the one save, and you're able to come back to it, but you can't move backwards if something goes not your way. So this is also the only way to get achievements in the game through Steam. And with that, we're able to start. So let's go ahead and hit the play button and load in the game. So this is going to give you kind of a idea of where your civilization has started, especially with the preset ones. You're going to have a lot more details in that, whereas otherwise you just kind of have to make up your own thing. But hit begin, and so here you are. This is your small little universe, or like your star essentially. So you do get an advisor online. There are 3 different options. So full tutorial. If you're a new player, I definitely suggest doing that one. It's going to give you a lot of different um, options down the road, and we'll kind of tell you, kind of give you like a play-by-play, like, oh, maybe you should do this next. Maybe you should go here. Maybe you should do that. If you're a little on the, like you've done it a couple times, tips only is a great way to kind of just, push you along, make sure you're doing what you need to do. If you're like me and you played over 60 hours, no tutorials tends to be the way to go. So since it's me, I'm just gonna put no tutorials, especially for this. So you have yourself a nice little galaxy or universe. The map, of course. So this is your the area of your site. So like if I went back down to Sol, you're able to see the rim, the edge there. It's the same one. It's just so if there's any other stars in this, you're kind of able to see whether or not there's something going on there. So in this part, you're able to zoom out by the middle uh, mouse button or scrolling wheel. So we're kind of on the northern end of this entire map. So it's kind of, a nice place to be. It's not like there's any bad real spot to be. You just close your galaxy map like that, and there you go. I would strongly suggest making sure that you get all your researches going at the same time. It's kind of, so it is pause based. You go in real time in this game, so you want to make sure that things that would be going naturally are going. So with this one, you want to make sure that you get one of your researches going. Any of them are at this point are kind of good. This one's going to give you more energy. This one's going to give you the ability to have shields on your ships, and this one's going to give you more energy as well. So we're going to go with that one. And this one gives you a colony ship, so you're able to colonize new planets. Definitely a solid choice as your first one. It does take a little bit longer, month-wise, but definitely worth doing. So I'm going to do that. And then this one is kind of a it's hard to tell because it's very random which ones you get. It's a little less random at the very beginning, but that's kind of how it is right now. I'm going to go with a fusion missile because that is a good choice to increase your offensive capacities. And there you go. So you want to make sure that those are going to go, and you're able to get them right there. The hotkey is also F6, but I personally just like to click that. You're able to see how much longer they're going to take. This is also going to show, so if you have rocketry, it's going to have more speed in finishing the research, whereas like this one, this is a new world technology, and she's best at statecraft, so it doesn't match up. So therefore, we do not gain any benefit from that, whereas this one, of course, does too. So that's good. Now there's three different types of ships. There's your offensive ones, which are going to be this one right here. So we have 75 offensive power from them, from 3 ships. We have a ship here. This is our science ship, and this is going to have somebody on board. They're really good at finding different things in this area. So you're going to want to send this person on a mission to map out our solar system. So the best way to do that is right click on a place that we have not surveyed yet. And the way you can tell if we've surveyed it, if you left click on a planet and it just says not surveyed, there you go. So click on him or her and right click that, and that will make it so that they automatically go to every non-surveyed place in our solar system. Now that will only be our solar system, so it's not going to go to like Barnard Star or Alpha Centauri, anything like that. It's just going to go specifically in the Sol system. So they're going to do that. There's the third one is the construction ship. Now construction ships can really only do things once things have been surveyed. So let's go ahead and unpause here for a minute. We're going to speed up the thing time just so it can go a little bit faster for you guys. Make sure we get okay. So there we go. So our sun Sol has 2 energy, which we can get from here. So you're just going to want to click on your construction ship, right click on the Sol, because again it has the ability to gain resources from that, and we're going to click the mining station. It will light up either one. There's also research stations which you can do, and it will just send that guy on his way. He's going to be crafting. You can really like go right in on this, and obviously it takes a lot longer if you have speed going slower. But this is going to increase our energy credits, which is a generally good thing to get. So we went from 5 to 7 because this is 2 energy credits, and it gives us 2. So there you go. All right, well, hopefully this was helpful. That's going to give you just a very basic kind of just a push along to make sure that you're doing what you need to be doing in this game. I am going to be putting out new videos here pretty soon. Hopefully they will be beneficial, and it'll be more for a little bit more of the advanced things of this game. And there we have it, a real quick glance at Stellaris, a Paradox interactive game. Hopefully this was a helpful beginner's guide for those who needed it. Next up, we're going to talk about some more advanced options for the game, something that I really like as somebody who's played for a while now. And so if you did like this video, go ahead and hit the like button down there on the right end corner. If you have a comment or something that I could do better, feel free to let me know. If you feel that this is going to be good content and you want to see more, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Thanks again. Bye.